Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Artists United Network.
I'm about to The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs.
All right, welcome to the Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. Exciting podcast tonight. People trying to call up because we have the world premiere of the short film. My buddy Ian, filmmaker, director, is here. Ian, tell the audience the treat that they have tonight. World premiere.
This is Protogonus, which is a short film that I have been working on and off for about almost 3 years now.
So you've worked this through the pandemic.
Yeah. Basically, about 3 years ago, I hadn't really done anything in a long while before that. And so I decided to make a film. And I'll explain more about it after the film, but basically I started filming it about summer of 2019. Then I sort of put it aside and worked on some other stuff, some other short things I was doing. Then I got back to it a little bit. And then I, throughout the summer of 2020, I made a music video. So I put this aside for that. And then after that was over, then I worked on this some more. And basically, I put that aside to write Red Shark episodes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So basically, I've been coming to and back from this project for all that time.
That's amazing.
The world premiere, the short film. I don't want to waste any more time. Here it is.
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not...
And we are back. All right, let's hear it.
That was good, dude.
Yes. So that's animation. Here, take this. But to realize how long that takes.
Yeah.
And you do that out of your house. Obviously, you've been on the show before, but you do that out of your house in your living room, right? You have like a little studio set up in your apartment
room, too.
In your room as well.
Yeah.
And that was like for the whole summer that you basically just kind of just did all that.
Yeah.
That's actually amazing. Like the animation was great, the sounding, the colors, like you definitely had like a whole what should I say, like a whole like 1950s like sci-fi Godzilla type stuff on there.
I wanted to go with something that wasn't quite all the way black and white, but just very muted colors to give a dead look, like it's a dead world. A lifeless dead world.
When I do like art and clay and stuff, I'm not anywhere close to you are, but I always have to multitask. I'm always watching a movie or listening to music. Is there music you're listening to as you're doing this animation? Is there do you have a movie playing in the background?
Yeah, well, when I'm editing, I'll usually have like Netflix or something on.
Oh, okay.
While I'm editing, so I can like take a break from editing and
right.
I could
just
do that.
watch something. So as far as animation though, not usually because I have to have like lighting and I have to concentrate on what I'm doing, so I can't really have distractions or something that may affect the lighting.
Yeah. How did you make your? What type of clay are you? This might be too technical, but what type of clay are you using? Are you getting that stuff that's just at Michael's, the modeling clay? What kind of clay is
a combination. Some of it's plasticine, which is I actually have a whole stash of plasticine because a few years ago I was working on another project, and I was working on it with this some other person, and they bought me a whole bunch of plasticine. They had it imported from London.
And some people that's like what Wallace and Gromit stuff. That's the really good.
It's like the same
stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like better than putty.
Yeah, and I had a whole bunch of that from like probably like almost a decade ago, but
Really, it's still good.
I used some of that, but also I use a lot of Sculpey clay, which is just not an oil-based clay, so it's not. I don't think it's used a lot in animation, but it's effective if you know how to use it right.
Right.
So like for the animal
combination of plasticine and Sculpey clay.
So like the robots, that's the plasticine.
No, the robot that was actually two like styrofoam. Like half domes.
Okay.
That
I've seen those.
Like all the robots, none of them are made of clay. Those are all appliances and stuff.
What I like about your animation, it's almost like I feel like I'm almost watching a cartoon because I can't break it down that it's clay because how good the lighting is and the way you do it. I can't tell that those are different pieces of foam. It almost looks like you kind of hand draw.
Like like the lightning and then the little orange thing where it kind of forms the animal. Like now, how is that worked in there?
Sorry, what?
Like the
where
they're like the animal, like the orange and lighting.
All the effects that you see are done in Photoshop.
And how long did it take to even just do like one like piece of a set? Like
the set making?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. Like the main set that you saw, like the lab that this robot lives in. I mean, I made that in like maybe a couple of weeks.
Wow.
I mean, you had to like sculpt it out. I sculpted it out of foam core and painted it with a spray paint.
And the one character that's in it, what's his name? He's in a lot of your short films. The guy with the glasses. Well, he looks like he has glasses, but he has big eyes. Looks like the little human guy.
It's like a frog.
I didn't really I call him the Protog. You mean the little orange guy?
Yeah.
I call him a Protog, but
okay, so that's okay. But I've seen him in some of your other short films too. I thought he. Well, maybe he looks like he looks a little different. Maybe there's a similarity. Okay, I'm just saying.
Are you talking about like Mr. Milberton?
Yeah, I think
he
so.
kind of looks like a little. Yeah, it's
they're both like short guys who have like little stubby feet.
Yeah.
Right.
Cause like that was like okay, like that was a fraud. And then I want to say that was like a scorpion elephant. Like it was just the elephant with like claws, or was that just like just feet?
Are you talking about like his little tail?
Yeah, like when he banged the second animal, like that was just like a elephant or something.
Guy?
Yeah. That it was like I was actually impressed with that and how they kind of just like formed to make more animals.
I'm sorry. What?
So like what was that like?
Oh, we need a translator here.
so after your first character, like another robot, like after the first little like frog-like character, and it made another one. Like was that supposed to like an elephant inbred with a scorpion, or that's just the whole elephant?
Are you asking like how he did what he was doing?
Yeah, like what was that? Like what was that one? Like what was that creature?
Basically, he's creating other protogs to seed out more flowers and plants and bring life back into the world.
You didn't get that, Keenan? I got that from the get-go. You didn't
I get that. I was like, okay, because I know it was like the first one was a frog, and the other one was an elephant. It was like
Protogonus.
I just saw like claws on it with a trunk. I'm like, okay, that's clever. I mean, I don't know if that was real. I'd be scared as hell, but like it was still clever to just do like all that motion and everything. And you had to really take your time with that. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, and one slip up, and then you got to kind of just restart all that.
Well, I mean, it sucks if you like are in the middle of a shot and you screw something up that can't be fixed, and you have to do the whole thing over. That happens a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I would do that. I'd probably mess up on something like that. Well, big things happening for you is you did touch base right before we showed the premiere. Red Shark, you got another season coming out. Keenan gets a little voiceover in that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is in an episode.
And they actually record that here at this table.
Yep.
Yeah. So
that was great.
I'm working on that because I finally finished the film you just saw. I can finally really 100% get back to that. And I'm working on the first episode right now. Like, more than halfway done with it.
Ooh.
I have a lot of work to do on it. Like.
So I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, because I know when we had we had a podcast here. It was me. I was taking care of you, and then it was you, Keith, and Sasha. We basically just all had a partner. So like, what was the whole concept? Like, what's your concept? What is your like ideal mindset coming up with like certain themes for your filmings?
How do I come up with my ideas?
Yeah.
Basically, sometimes it happens on a whim. Like the protagonist that I just showed, that I didn't. This was filmed very sort of on the spot. I didn't have a script. I didn't have storyboards. I just had a vague idea in my head. Oh, there's like a robot. He lives in this lab on this like robot planet. He like makes power cells to like power the planet, and all of a sudden he accidentally creates an organism. And I think my original idea that the organism was like constantly evolving and then seeded the world, but I came up with story ideas that were easier to get across, and basically whatever came into my head is what I put into the thing.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations, because I know what it takes to make any type of film, be an animation.
We can do that. We're very crafty.
Yeah. I guess the good thing is I always, with Ian, he doesn't have to worry about people's egos and different actors and things like that. So that's kind of a good thing.
Yeah.
So to do your own animation from your house, you don't have to deal with all that kind of fun drama that's always fun to deal with when you're making the short film. Or
I could be drama at times. It all depends.
Well, a little bit. But thank you again. So I'd like to re-air that on Friday and just have it air by itself on a stream, if that's okay, and just to let people. So we will do an encore presentation of Ian's short film this Friday. So definitely check it out. And thank you again, Ian, for being on the show. And any other shout-outs we want to do today?
Any shout-outs?
Shout-outs.
What you got?
To everybody.
To everyone. That's to the world peace. We want to wish world peace right now.
World peace.
World peace. All right. We'll see you again later.
Not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the artist. United Network.
I'm about to The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs.